At the corner of Mount Royal and North Avenue, a group of Squeegee kids out hustling for some cash just days after a driver wielding a baseball bat was shot and killed by a Squeegee kid in the Inner Harbor.
If he would have stayed in this car and never got out, none of that would have happened.
This Squeegee kid, only going by Jay, knows the ins and outs of the business, dodging traffic, all to make some money. Not wanting to show his face, but speaking about what he says is a broken system for the whole city.
Oh, them city schools, that's bullshit. It's phony. It's phony.
What do you mean it's phony?
They're not teaching us. I dropped out at 9th grade because I felt like I wasn't learning nothing. Like, they're not teaching nothing.
Jay standing just blocks from City Schools headquarters, and he's an example of some of the problems facing the school system. For the first 3 quarters of the 2020-2021 school year, 41% of high school students earning a 1.0 GPA or lower. That means nearly half of the 20,000 high school students earned less than a D average. Enrollment dropping. From 2016 to 2021, city schools losing about 6,000 students. One of them, Jay, who's now standing here.
Learning the same over and over and over. It's like nothing new.
Do you think if you would have had a quality education, would you be out here squeegeeing?
No. I'll still be in school. I swear I'll still be in school like that. If they was really teaching me stuff, yeah, I'll be in school learning.
City Schools data shows even if kids stay in school, though, they are graduating at lower rates. In 2021, City Schools' graduation rate dropped to 69%. 3 years ago, it was 72%. Statewide average is 87%.
There's a disconnect between North Ave and the classroom.
Pastor Shannon Wright, community activist and former GOP candidate for mayor, says the sum $15,000 City Schools gets per student each year isn't being invested in Baltimore's youngest.
If a city the size of Baltimore was effectively spending the resources that they have for public education, we would not see children out on the streets being squeegee boys, girls, or anything else. We would see children in class.
And without a functioning education system, former FBI agent Tyrone Powers says Baltimore's kids could find themselves in a different system.
The criminal justice system is probably going to be somehow linked to finding those students either before they commit a crime or immediately afterwards. Some of the students who are not being educated now will be some of the students who will be attending funerals for later on.
As City Schools grapples with the latest State Inspector General of Education report, finding more than 12,000 failing grades were changed to passing from 2016 to 2020, our question about how many students graduated high school because their grades were changed remains unanswered by the school system. Meanwhile, Baltimore police continue to stand by, watching squeegee kids like Jay break the law.
It's not all squeegee kids that do bad things, you feel me?
But squeegeeing itself is illegal.
Yeah, it is. But like the police told us, they're not going to stop it because all of us not out here doing bad things.